Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down. For this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. Well, he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The end result, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Allen. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. There's not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Allen going to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Keon Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, first and 10 at the 20. They'll start on the ground with Brooks. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 26, they'll line up on second and 4. Here's Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. When you look at this defense, they enter this one down to the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game, because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. On play action, they'll throw. Jackson going to keep it. Finding Walker complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. To throw again is Jackson. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 4. Bills 31-yard line.
From the, puts it on the carpet, it's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. looking to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready, and above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense humming here in the early going.
319.
Throwing now is Allen. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. 34 yards that time.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
At the 16.
On play action, Allen. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen scoring on a keeper from 6 yards out. And the Bills take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage to 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. This will be caught at Samuel. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Touchdown, Bills! Curtis Samuel from 6 yards away. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Ravens, nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there, Lucky. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Karan Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 23.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now Allen. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Allen now looks to throw. Completes to Shakir once again. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn that field and gain any yardage.
And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 21-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Here's Allen. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Odafe Oweh. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Getting this ball out wide for Davis. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So here's a 3rd and 14. To the air, Allen. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Hey, tight. Alert. Brown 80.
Here's Allen to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being held against them.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
2nd and goal.
Davis is in. Touchdown, Bills. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And see, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, I want to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fallen incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down. Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
That is caught. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. A good pickup there, 22. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Jackson will throw again. On the RPO. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets on 1st down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now it's Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Allen. And complete, right side to Cook. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? He's to the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook as the 1st half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively, but his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Maxwell Hairston. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, Allen. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Into space at the 45. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and kind of jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you just have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Throwing is Jackson. That is caught with Sean Bateman. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First and 10 at the 44-yard.
Jackson. Connection with Walker going across the formation. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 55 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. Yeah, obviously people would say just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
At the 33-yard line.
Allen going to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Bills first down.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. From the gun, it's Allen. Here as he's taken down. Nnamdi Madubuike able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on third and long. Looking to throw. Allen. Allen going to run with it. Now he fires deep for Shakir. Oh, wide open. Complete. A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Davis running left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
12 at the 14-yard line.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll try and do this himself. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Amari Barno in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Oh, dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Into space at the 45. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
And Jackson throwing once more. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Hey, Ozzie, shut up. Hey, report.
Again, Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bills are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try and run for it with Davis. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Keon Coleman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. To midfield. And finally stopped, but what a return all the way down to the 40.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Jackson going to keep it. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Now it's Jackson. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Jackson. They'll find Bateman once more. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
We're going to go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And they will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, it didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. 101 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They keep it with Davis on 1st down. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Davis. He'll try and run some clock. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 1 yard and now no yards. Have them looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
319.
Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one... It was over a long time ago.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Will go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Yeah, he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
First down, Ravens.
Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Walker. Now he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He'll try to pick it up himself. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Round 80!
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Buffalo, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's a disappointing way to lose your first game as they drop to 10-1 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.